You may have seen from our previous video about dithering that we've always had this dithering option, which lets you make up for the fact that DMC don't manufacture threads in every possible hue, so that multiple colors can be blended together. So here's an example image, and you get this without dithering applied. You get this banding effect, and it's basically because although the sky is graduated nice shades of purple in this instance, DMC don't make intermediate shades. So if I show you the original picture, you'll see that has very graduated range of colors. DMC don't make the intermediate shades, so the computer, when it's rendering the image, has to choose one or the other. And it's not that the number of colors are limited. Even if if you set it down, it obviously becomes worse because the computer has to try and use the number of colors you've given it for the entire image. If we give it the maximum 255 colors, it's still only used 186 out of the entire palette. So it's picked the best colors, the closest colors to those shades. There just aren't any closer colors than those. So dithering gives us a way to get around that. So we'll set it to 100 colors. It's a nice compromise, and I'll show you the effect of dithering. So if we put on Atkinson, I like Atkinson because it retains some of the banding effect. So if you're stitching a pattern, it will tend to keep the pattern simpler. But one of the things we've added now is the ability to change how strong the dithering is. So you can choose exactly how much or how little dithering you want. So obviously if you put it to the maximum, you'll get more of a blend of colours, so the picture will look closer to the original, but it will be more complex to stitch. You've got fewer areas of solid colours. And this works for all of these dithering types. There's different algorithms produce kind of a different patterning effect. There's no one that is best for every picture. Just have to experiment and try them all. The only exception to that rule is this last one that we've added. This is a really high quality dithering effect. So if we zoom in, you'll see it mixes more than just the two overlapping colours to produce the as an exact a colour match as it can. So it produces the highest quality results, but you do get the most confetti with that, and there is no option to change the strength. I should probably disable that. Let's zoom out. So if you've got a picture and when you first render it, you get these bands. This will be most noticeable on graduated colours, so things like skies or flesh tones where you've got a picture, maybe a picture of someone's cheek. And I'll show you how this affects other things as well. So here we have a nice art photo. I've got dithering turned off. You'll see the effect of the lack of colours where the computer has to pick one or the other as you lower the number of colours available to it. So you start to see these areas here, you get solid blocks of continuous tone, and that's because we've lowered the number of colours right down. And this is where dithering comes in. So if we turn dithering on and then turn up, it starts to fade those pixels together to produce closer to the original tone. It can never get it exactly because we've limited the number of colours, but for the maximum quality, if you give it plenty of colours to work with and you allow it to dither, you'll get the smoothest, closest to the original picture.